Shalom, shalom wa ahaba, mishpachah, shalom wa ahaba. Peace and love, family, peace and love. It's your Ak Naraya ben Yaounde, Neria bin Yahuda bin Yasharel. Whatever your dialect may be, may I say shalom to you all, to the whole house of Yasharel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, to wherever we've been driven to the lands of our captivity. I pray the Most High Yah, Bahashem Yahusha, who the world has come to know as Christ, finds you all in peace, love, and safety in this time of judgment, chaos, corruption, and deliverance for the people of the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. Mishpachah. You know, some things came across my YouTube feed today while I was taking a break or taking breaks on the plantation. And before I could get comfortable, you understand, I have to get, certain things out of my chest or off of my chest. Off of my chest, Mishpachah. And let me tell you, I'm so concerned for my people right now. You understand? I was born with the love and the desire to do something for my people. It's always been, I don't remember a time where I wasn't interested in the well-being of the so-called black community, which I have come to know and learn is the Israelite diaspora, Mishpachah. But I digress when it comes to that. Mishpachah, one moment before we get started. Let me get a sip of y'all yin, Mishpachah, because y'all drive good brothers to drinking. All things in moderation, Mishpachah. Drunkenness is a sin. All things in moderation. But y'all drive me to drinking. And as you can see by the title of this video, Mishpachah, women like Lala Anthony, and the type of women that aspire to be a Lala Anthony. It's like building your house on sand, Mishpachah. We cannot grow with women like this. You understand? Matter of fact, these women were designed by the system created by our enemies to break us down, not build us up. Let me say that again. These women that were designed by the system that was designed by our enemies are built to break you down and not build you up. As I said before, Titty Kitty Girls is like a nuclear bomb on your life. She's been designed by this society to self-destruct, Mishpachah. Now I want to read a little bit. It's a short article, so I may read the whole thing. This is from where did I get this from? I believe this is Hot 97, Mishpachah. Yep, Hot 97. You understand? We're going to read something out of Hot 97. There go the Titty Kitty Girl right there, Lala Anthony. And this says, see that? We're going to read from Hot 97 website. And it says, Lala Anthony opens up about being 40 and only attracting men in their 20s. You want to know what's sad about that? That this simple, silly woman don't even realize that you only attracting men in their 20s is not a compliment. Grown women attract grown men. Childlike women attract children. You understand? Grown women attract grown men. So this simple, silly titty kitty girl don't even understand that ain't nothing to be bragging about. You understand? That's absolutely nothing to be bragging about. But let's go on. Lala Anthony is sharing some details about her love life. She says, ever since divorcing Carmelo Anthony, probably the best thing that man ever did. The dating pool gets younger, Lala said. Lala, who is 40, appeared on a podcast episode of Spotify's Call Her Daddy. Lala revealed, here's how it goes. This is what I'm finding. I don't understand this. I'm not saying when you get older, you want to date younger guys, but when you get older, only younger guys want to date you. That's you, Mishpachah. That's you. Yes, that's not everybody. That's you. You are attracting babies because you walk around here looking like a child. You attracting dogs because you are presenting yourselves as meat. You attracting a bunch of little boys with mama issues. Lala went on to tell the host, Agnes Cooper, it's the wildest thing. Guys will DM me and want to take me out, and I'll Google them, and I'll be like, you're 22 years old. Like how? Page 6 points out that Lala is trying to discover the cutoff age. However, she's enjoying young men eyeing her. Red flag right there. You ain't built to be nobody's wife. You ain't built to build up nobody's home. You ain't built to build up nobody's kingdom if you aspire to get anybody's attention other than your husband's. And especially if you somebody that enjoy little boys looking at you because you ain't presenting yourself like a grown woman. You 40 years old. There's women out here who got married and had their children early that's grandmas at your age. You understand? You about old enough to be somebody grandma. It's grandmas out there 40 years old. You understand? How we gonna blame the babies when grandma out there acting like this? I'm gonna get to that in a minute because I got a video I want to share with y'all too. However, she's enjoying young men eyeing her. She also said she's not dating anyone seriously right now simply because of how young the dating scene is, Lala said. People think I'm just out there like you can have any guy you want, but not really because the guys trying to talk to me are 21 to 22 years old, which means you need to grow up. She went on to say she's open to dating younger men, but hasn't taken anything serious as of yet. Lala says she would consider dating an athlete again, not a basketball player. Ain't most athletes little boys. Ain't most athletes young men. Excuse me, Sleek, I ain't gonna call them little boys. Ain't most athletes young men. You understand? You 40 years old, Miss Picard. What you doing talking about date an athlete again, but not a basketball player? These titty kitty girl, I mean, I'm trying to tell you, they ain't built on what they sitting on. You understand? I'm telling you, they are not worth what they sitting on, Miss Picard. Take a look at the clip. Then they got a clip down here. Look at it. You wonder why you attracting babies. Look at you. What grown man want a 40-year-old woman walking around with your titties and your kitties hanging all out? You understand that, Miss Picard? Don't no grown man want that. You know, only little boys want that. And then in 2020, after 11 years of marriage, Lala divorced Carmelo, irreconcilable, 15-year-old sons, whatever. You can go and read that for yourself on Hot 97's website. You understand, Miss Picard? Now, you trying to figure out, you don't understand why you only attracting young men. But look at how you presenting yourself. You ain't presenting yourself like no grown woman, so you're not going to attract no grown men, Miss Picard. This is what I'm saying. How we going to blame the children when the mamas and the grandmamas is out here acting like this? You understand? Where do we go from here? How can we build on this, Miss Picard? You understand? This is why I advise against all men coming into the covenant. You understand? You have to train yourself to purge these kinds of attractions from your system, Miss Picard. Because let me tell you something. Before I get out of here, I want to talk about people going Greek. You understand? Now, look at these women. This is at Hampton University. This is right round my way. This is in my neck of the woods. And this is why when I was in college, I did not have a good taste in my mouth when it came to the Greek culture. Then when I learned of my ancestry as an Israelite, it made perfect sense to me why going Greek makes no sense for us, Miss Picard. We've been battling with this for thousands of years since the period of Maccabees. But I just want to show you a clip of these grown women. The one in front, probably somebody grandmama. And the behavior of these people and why I advise against building families with these women. Because this is my generation. I'm 41 years old, Miss Picard. And these people are lost. Look at this, Miss Picard. Let me share something with you. This is Hampton University. Look at this. Look at it. Bunch of fools. Look at grandma. If you don't sit down somewhere, look at it. Now, how you going to blame grandma? I mean, how you going to blame the children if grandma out here titty kittying it up? Look at the crowd. Now we out here dying. Black people out here dying. Look at it. And this is what we do. We getting murdered all across the country. Murdering ourselves. Our men going to jail. Our families are being broken. And this what we got going on. Look at this shit. Please stop, Mr. Picard. Excuse my language. Excuse my language, Mr. Picard. Look at it. Look at this. Just foolishness. Just simple. Now how we gonna blame the baby? Now how we gonna blame the baby? That's enough of that nonsense. Miss Picard, like I said, Lala Anthony and the women that aspire to be like that, these women that go Greek and maybe you went Greek in your ignorance, but those that love it, want to stay in it, don't want to leave it, are unrepentant. You understand? Let them stay right where they are, Miss Picard. And those of us the age of the awakening, and the so-called Negro, the so-called black man, the so-called African American, the Israelites of the world, those of us, those that are coming into ourselves in this awakening, we have to be mindful, especially those of us who have yet to be married, to make sure that when we go to find a wife, and we take a wife amongst ourselves to build upon, to build a family upon, to build a house upon, make sure you get a woman who's founded in the Torah. Because just her telling you that she love you ain't enough nowadays, Miss Picard. You understand? It ain't enough. You need to make sure that that woman is living according to the laws of the Most High. You understand? So that there's another check, because these women nowadays, once they get 40, just like Tia Mowry just showed y'all, once they get close to that wall, it's like Lala Anthony, they're going to want to go out here and be for the streets for about 5 or 6 more years, while the young boys is still interested in her, so she can get her boots knocked by some young buck for the last 5 years of her attractiveness. You understand that, Miss Picard? And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, Miss Picard. I done already been here longer than I usually am. Always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Miss Picard. Stay prepared, man, Miss Picard, so you don't have to get prepared. And keep your eyes open and keep your eyes on the prize. And young brothers, whatever you do, get away from the titty kitty girls. They have been designed to destroy your life. And until we meet again, Kumar Yasharel, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Rise Yisrael, Shalom, Shalom, Salam, Miss Picard. Hallelujah.